Title: The Veil Behind the Silver Glass. On the edge of the quiet town of Dunewood stood a forgotten Victorian house, consumed by twilight shadows and the low, steady croak of summer cicadas. Lydia, a restless college student recovering from a heartbreak, had just inherited the place from a distant relative. She arrived with only a battered suitcase, hoping a few weeks alone would steady her nerves and mend her trust in the world. The house itself seemed enchanted by gloom. Dust spun in motes within the pale beams of her flashlight, and each floorboard sang a complaint beneath her hesitant weight. But what captured Lydia's curiosity was the immense antique mirror nailed above the grand staircase. Its silver backing was tarnished, its gilt frame ornate and cold to the touch. For some reason, she could not stop looking into the glass, struck by how the hallway behind her always seemed not quite right. A book sometimes vanished, or the clock's hands froze when viewed from within the reflection. On the third night, she woke before dawn, compelled by a faint whisper. Lydia followed the sound to the landing, where the mirror's surface shimmered with restless, undulating light. She gazed deeply. Her reflection blinked at a slower rhythm, perfectly echoing her, but always a moment behind. "My house," a brittle voice echoed, not from Lydia, but from within the glass. Her breath fogged as she watched a second, wavering figure materialize, a woman in a faded 19th century gown, eyes black voids, lips curled in a silent scream. Lydia spun. No one was there. The air turned frigid, thick with the scent of wilted lilacs and singed fabric. The figure lingered in the mirror, her hand pressing against the inside of the glass. Frost bloomed around her palm, webbing outward in delicate, trembling patterns. Each night after, the ghostly woman grew closer in the mirror, her presence sharper, her mouth moving in silent desperation. Books flew from the shelves behind Lydia, but only in the mirror's world. On the sixth night, the clock in the hall and the one in the reflection fell horribly out of sync. When Lydia tried to turn away, she felt her body slow, as if she were moving through syrup, each movement trailing a ghostly echo. Desperate, Lydia rummaged through the library, finding a diary belonging to Annabel, the woman in the mirror. The entries turned frantic in the final pages, speaking of the silver veil and being trapped by grief, forever bound to her reflection after a tragic loss. When Lydia next looked into the mirror, her own face began to pale, eyes hollowing. The ghostly Annabel reached through the glass, icy fingertips brushing Lydia's cheek.